Well, well, well. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to NFL Thoughts. The Cowboys, we got our work cut out for us. On Sunday, the Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence has been red hot. In 4 of his last 5 games, he's had a passer rating of at least 100. He's just been playing phenomenal. I gotta give the youngster credit. Right now this season he has 3,202 passing yards, 20 touchdowns to 6 interceptions, and a 95.4 rating. Not bad at all. Do I think he's going to go to the Pro Bowl? Probably not, because the Jaguars are unfortunately still 5-8. But with that being said, so the Cowboys have to go to Duval County on Sunday afternoon, and a win and they're in. A win and they're in. And this is a game that you have to have, because this is probably your most winnable game you have left on the schedule. And then all the rest of them are going to be really, 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 really tough. This game is still going to be really tough, but not as tough as our opponents after Jacksonville. So this is a game that we got to have, because you lose this game and the pressure is on, because now you're 10-4 with 3 games to go. You got Philadelphia, big bad Philadelphia, and there's a possible chance you might lose that game. And then you got Tennessee with Derrick Henry, and I don't care how much they've been struggling so far as of late, they are still a physical football team who run the football and play great defense. And who is to say if we'll be able to live up to that, especially in a high pressure situation like that. And then of course, we got the Washington Commanders in that regular season finale, who might be fighting for their playoff lives in that final game of the year. So they're going to play us tough, especially with Taylor Heineke. So, yeah, this is a game that you absolutely have to have. So, this game is really important for the Dallas Cowboys. This game is very important for the Dallas Cowboys in terms of our playoff positioning. And then, of course, after this, then you head on to next week on Saturday, and you play the Philadelphia Eagles on Christmas Eve. You get ready to work, for that game. So basically, all we have to do, let's talk about my takeaways for the Jaguars game as far as the offensive side of the ball. I am very confident that I think that we will stop Travis Etienne. I'm sick and tired of hearing all this about how this rookie is pretty dang good, and he can run the ball pretty well. Well, I got news for you. I'm confident that I think that this Dallas Cowboy defense can stop Travis Etienne. I'm not guaranteeing nothing, but I am confident that I think that, they can stop Travis Etienne. The same way as Mike McCarthy didn't guarantee that victory against Washington last year in that late season matchup. He didn't say, I guarantee we are going to win this ball game. No, he just said, I'm confident that we will win. The same way as I'm confident that we will stop Travis Etienne. So, and of course you already know, I'm challenging the defense to hold their opponent to under 100 yards rushing. Now, Unfortunately, we failed each of the past couple of games against Indianapolis and Houston. But understand, I think that while they did get those rushing yards, they had to earn every single yard that they got on the ground. Every single yard they had to earn because we did not make it easy for them to just be able to run on us. It wasn't like those 106 yards or 105 yards rushing were coming in bunches and whatever, and they just didn't run the ball a whole lot. No, those games were close for a while. For a while, for both teams to be able to run the ball, a lot. So yeah, they had to earn every single yard that they got. So I'm actually, for once, actually confident in the run defense until we face Philadelphia. I'm not as confident, but yeah, I think that we'll hold the Jaguars to under 100 yards rushing. I think I'm challenging them to do that. Um, but yeah, and then Trevor Lawrence, obviously Trevor Lawrence, somebody that you need to, be accounted for. Um, and he's grown and developed. He still obviously has that athleticism to be able to run and move and extend plays out of the pocket, but understand that he's now been able to develop into more of a pocket passer to where he's going to go through his reads and progressions, and he's going to get the ball out quick and out of his hands to a receiver of his choice. And I don't know how effective that's going to be on Sunday against our pass rush. The Jaguars are tied for third in the NFL, apparently, third to last in pass block win rate. And we're second to last in pass block win rate. So you got two offensive lines that are pretty horrible at pass block win rate heading into this game. And it's just about which offensive line is going to show up for their team the most. So I think that this game is going to be a dogfight for the first half, but I think we'll figure some things out near the end of the half and then at halftime. And then I think we'll be able to pull away in the second half. That's how I see this going. We are a second half team. We start off a little sluggish in the first half, and then we end up finding ourselves in the second, and then end up just we end up running away from our opponent. So I can see that happening in this game. Um, so yeah, Jaguars, they have a pretty good receiving core. They got Zay Jones, Christian Kirk, Evan Ingram. I was told that the Cowboys defense might be playing a little bit of man in this game because of how the Jaguars offense operates. So as far as Trayvon Diggs, we don't got to worry about a dang with Trayvon Diggs. We know he's going to be able to hold it down in his island. It's the other guys, Deron Bland and Kelvin Joseph, that I'm worried about. So we just basically got to hope for the best that they'll do good against those guys and we can get out of here with a good defensive effort. Micah Parsons, not gonna lie, bro. 11 from heaven. You've been nowhere to be found the past couple of games. It's like the last time we saw him was on Thanksgiving, where he got 2 second half sacks. And it seems like he feels like it's still Thanksgiving, and so he's just been sitting, like at his house, eating Thanksgiving dinner, turkey and dressing and stuff, and Yeah, but I hope he's finally gotten the memo that it's not thanks. I hope that he's gotten the memo that it's not Thanksgiving anymore, so you can get out of hibernation and finish your food, get fat and full, and then why not? Why don't you go? Come back to the facility and come back to the Cowboys so you can get ready to get on a flight to Jacksonville so you can get ready to go after Trevor Lawrence and make life a living hell for him. That's what I'm looking for. That's all I'm saying. I will speak more in depth about Micah for next week's game because there is something that we got to talk about. So obviously has something to do with the words that he said about Jalen Hurts, but I've said too much already. Like I said, I will get to that for next week's game leading up to the Philadelphia game. Um, but yeah, so I'm also gonna be a little bit. I'm gonna be more humble on my predictions this time, because especially for the defensive side of the ball, because I feel like it seems like when I hype the defense up and I say, "Oh, we're gonna suffocate them and hold them to under 200 yards of total offense," we end up not doing as well. End up giving up well over 300 yards of offense or something like that. And so that's obviously not what I want. So yeah, and then when I do humble us a little bit, and I say that I think we'll probably give up this much, and like over 300 and some, and then we end up doing well. So the Cowboys are really good at exceeding my expectations. So, however, I did predict, during the off season back in May that the Cowboys would finish 13-4, and right now, if they keep this up, maybe I don't have to worry about them exceeding my expectations. Maybe they'll do exactly what I predicted, during the off season, 13-4. Um, but we'll see if that'll be good enough to win the division. Probably not. We're probably gonna have to win out, but we'll see what happens. But with that being said, on the offensive side of the ball, the biggest X factor, in my opinion, is Devin Lloyd. You got to make sure you can stop him, make sure that he's accounted for, whether it's the running game or the passing game. You know, so we got to take care of that. Josh Allen, the other Josh Allen, has 4 sacks for the Jaguars, which isn't the most by someone on the team, but he also does have 31 pressures, which is pretty ridiculous. But yeah, he's got 31 pressures so far this season. So um, I'm not sure which side he's going to be on. I think he might be on the side that Tyron Smith is on. You know, that's why they wanted to move him to right tackle, maybe for this week or maybe it's the rest of the season. I'm not sure. Obviously, I don't know about this information, but I'm not Mike Fisher. But with that being said, yeah, so we got him moved over to right tackle for this week against Jacksonville. So that might mean that Josh Allen might be on that side, I think. But you know, we got to be able to account for him and Devin Lloyd. And their secondary ain't too bad either. They have 76 passes defended this year, and Dak coming off of a game where he had 8 passes knocked down by Houston. Um, yeah, so he's got to make up for that and have a good game in this game against Jacksonville's defense. Jacksonville's defense is not great by any means, Matter of fact, I will say that they're a fairly tough defense. And I think Dak is more than capable of being able to, you know, do everything he can, go through his reads and um, dissect the Jaguar secondary. I think he's more than capable of being able to do that because he's just that good, and he's $160 million man. So yeah, and then the running game. Jacksonville has a shaky running. They have a shaky run defense. So, um, I'm expecting a lot by the rushing attack in this game. I'm expecting a lot. So, we'll see what happens in this game. Again, we got our work cut out in this game in Duval County, but just gotta see what we got. Just gotta see what we're capable of and what we'll do in this game. I'm just saying, Micah Parsons in these final 4 games of the season needs to start showing up right now at the right time down the stretch of the season. What championship teams are made of. So, we'll see what happens. Just gotta let the dominoes fall. Just gotta let the dominoes fall over. So, with that being said, that has been my time. Like, subscribe. This is NFL Thoughts. Out.